There seems to be a lot of information out there about US immigration, and some people are taking some of the statements that people are making as just blanket statements that applies to everybody in that particular situation, and it's making a lot of people who don't have to be fearful. I made a video recently about a woman who went viral who was talking about her niece who had come back to the US from a trip abroad, and she was only gone for a few weeks, and her niece was a green card holder, and then for whatever reason her niece got deported. Again, I don't know the context of that situation. I don't know the facts surrounding it, so I can't speak to why she got deported. On that video, this person commented, well, if I have a 2-year green card, does that mean I can't travel outside the US even though my 2-year green card is not expired? Do I need to file for my removal of conditions application first before I travel? Generally speaking, for somebody who has a 2-year green card and it's not expired, you are eligible to travel outside of the US. Now, in certain scenarios, if that person has committed a certain type of crime that makes them deportable, if they were to come back into the US after traveling abroad and they have committed a deportable offense, then in those scenarios, that person could be detained. But if we're talking about somebody who has no criminal history, clean immigration record, and they have their 2-year green card and they're traveling abroad and they're just going for a short amount of time and they come back, typically speaking, that person should not have any issues when they come back into the US. When somebody does have the 2-year green card, at some point, they will need to file a removal of conditions so that they can get the 10-year green card. And this is a mandatory step. A person cannot file that application until it's within 90 days of that 2-year green card expiring. So if that person wanted to file the removal of conditions application 180 days before the green card expires, you can't do that. If you do that, USCIS will reject your file. At the removal of conditions stage, USCIS will not approve your 10-year green card within that 90-day period. I have actually never seen that happen. I've been practicing for almost 16 years now. They are not that fast with this process of removing the conditions to give you your 10-year green card. What happens is that once you do file your removal of conditions application with USCIS, they will give you an automatic extension for 48 months. So with that extension notice and your expired green card, you should be able to travel outside of the US and return to the US. If you are a green card holder and you return to the US and you are detained and you're taken to secondary inspection and you are being forced to sign a form to give up your green card, you do not need to sign that. You do have a right to have an immigration judge review it and make the final determination as to whether or not they are going to take your green card away. I'll be here to continue to provide updates on immigration changes, so make sure to like and follow.